Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so let's get started. So here we are, at the end of 2022, December, and this is the last webinar of this year. We certainly are so excited to be here with you, and I really do appreciate your time. I know December is always a busy time, so certainly do appreciate that. And over the next 45 minutes, we will be talking about online reviews for real estate, and we're going to walk you through RankMyAgent and also show you how you can really optimize the use of the platform. Feel free to use our chat box to type in your questions, and during the presentation and after the presentation, we will have some time to answer these questions. My name is Reeti, and we founded RankMyAgent with a simple mission to raise the bar in the industry and connect the very best professionals to the public based on verifiable reviews. Come from a technology background and also a real estate background, so I really could understand, what the issues were from the agent's perspective, what the issues could be with review platforms, and there certainly was a lot of noise in the industry. There was a lot of slander, and as an agent, I really felt there had to be something more that had verifiable reviews, something that could be done that would help agents that are wonderful get recognized. Also, from the public end of things, I also have been an investor in the past, and I have also been buying and selling, and I could understand that point of view, being new in an area and not knowing who the best agent would be for my needs. So some transparency was needed there. So, we went on this mission to build RankMyAgent, and it certainly is, it is one, like, I feel it is as close to me as one of my children. This has been a baby of ours that we have grown, and now we have thousands of agents across Canada, growing into the US. So really proud of, what we have done, and we could not have done this without your support. I want to introduce you to Pascal, who's our very amazing account manager. You may have talked to her, or you may have had email correspondences with her. So Pascal, do you want to tell them more about yourself?
Thanks, Rudy. Hi, everyone. My name is Pascal. My background is in marketing. I graduated from the Haskins School of Business in Calgary, actually this year. And yeah, it's been great to be together with you today. It's great to see the names in the chat. I recognize a couple names, and I do hope that you enjoy this presentation.
Thank you so much. So today's topics include the very basics. We're going to start with our fundamentals of what is RankMyAgent, what are the benefits of using the platform. Then we want to dive into giving you a demo on how to set up your profile, how to add contacts, how to send and track review requests, how to add those review templates, how to respond to reviews. And then we want to guide you to show you what the client's journey is, what your client will be experiencing as they write the survey, what's the process on their end, so that you can communicate that back to them as well. And then I want to see, well, you have your reviews. How do you generate more business out of these reviews? We're going to be talking about optimizing reviews by adding geo-farming locations, displaying reviews on other portals such as REALTOR.ca, your own website, onto social media. Also want to talk about a very big pain point that the industry has about how do you take one review from one platform to the next, because it is really challenging to ask that client over and over again about how do I get this review? How can you do this review again on another platform? So we have optimized that bit. We've made it super easy for your client to go ahead and do that on one click. I'm going to walk you through that today. I'm going to be also talking about our shareable graphics. Pascal will get more into that and how to get those ready for social media sharing to fit your brand. And then we're going to leave you with some case studies of other agents and how they're leveraging reviews. Now the RMA Awards deadline is coming up. It's the end of this month, and any transactions that you have done in this last year will be qualifying as long as you're requesting reviews from those transactions. So we will be talking more about that, but encourage you to really do that final push out to your clients on collecting those reviews. Then want to leave you with some key strategies that I really hope you take into 23, and we'll open up to questions. Okay, so let's just, take a step back and take a look at what is the public looking for in an agent. Not surprising, this stat has not changed for decades. Basically, we all want someone that we can trust, who's honest, someone who's experienced, and of course has a good reputation. So, this is what the RankMyAgent survey was built on. We looked at the data, and that's how we decided that the survey has to be engineered. So these are the elements that do make up our survey. Then we also looked at, okay, well, what are the skills that are considered very important? And again, it was 98% of people said that they wanted an agent that was honest, they wanted an agent that was knowledgeable and responsive. Certainly not surprising. And again, these are the types of data points that we're collecting. So what is RankMyAgent? Well, RankMyAgent is the leading online platform that connects professionals such as yourself to the public. We do that based on verifiable reviews. All reviews on RMA are based on verifiable, closed or firm or closed transactions. We also do have open API access so that you can display reviews everywhere. Key benefits of the platform are it really helps you build your online profile and brand so that when someone Googles you, they Google your name, you come up. And then you come up with these search results that have these stars right under. So all of a sudden, people are drawn to your verifiable review page, and that's how you build your brand. We help you ramp up your SEO. You'll be surprised, just a few reviews, and you'll see how your SEO already has ramped up and how you're more visible on Google. Certainly, we do have offerings for teams and offices and franchises, so we do offer that. And then we help you sync your Google reviews within RankMyAgent. They do sit on their own area, but you can get them synced in, and then sharing those reviews everywhere. And yeah, we're certainly proud to be Canadian. So one common thing that we have seen has always come up with review platforms is why RankMyAgent? Why not Google? And what's the difference between Google and RankMyAgent? Well, I want to start off with letting you know that RankMyAgent is a real estate specific platform, whereas Google is for anyone and everyone who has a Gmail account. So saying that you could have a competitor, you could have someone who you just met at open house write a review for you, and you really have no idea why that review was written and what the importance of the review is, given that maybe they did not have a full experience working with you. So that's one of the main reasons how we stand out from Google. But certainly, our reviews are moderated, meaning you get to see them before they go live. We link up with REALTOR.ca if you're coming from Canada. We allow for geo-farming of these reviews and also posting them onto other platforms. So that's how we really stand apart from Google. So let's get started with our live demo. We will be talking about setting up our RankMyAgent profiles. And if you have been with RankMyAgent for some time, but maybe your profile does need an update, so like this would be a great time to get that organized. So within this demo, we're going to show you how you can log on to RankMyAgent, how you can request reviews, how you can send out those review requests by adding contacts, how you can track those reviews so that you know if a client had actually completed a transaction or completed the review for you or not. And then also just how clients can submit these reviews more efficiently. So let's actually, at this time, I'm going to share my screen with you so we can do this live demo. So when you're logged in, you're taken to a dashboard. And within this dashboard, one of the first things you would want to do is head over to My Account, head over to Edit Profile. Once you're here, On the right-hand side, you're going to see some basic details about yourself. You can update any one of these details. However, if you do need that email address updated, send us the email. You can send it to support@rankmyagent.com, and we can do that on our end. And then you'd want to just, start filling out the basic details about yourself, your unique selling proposition, designations that you have. If you need to select more than one, you can hold Command Shift, and that would allow you to select more than one of these designations. If a designation you have is not on the list, let us know, and we'd be happy to add it. So we have languages, we have the social media details here that can be added in as well, including your website. You can even add videos. So you can even add videos that are already posted on YouTube or Vimeo. So I encourage you to do that, because that's another way in which people connect with you. And then your basic brokerage details. So if that's on the right-hand side, then on the left-hand side, if you already have some reviews on RankMyAgent, you can pick a featured review that would appear kind of on the top of your profile. And then there's some specialization. So you can add some specialization. So here I have detached condos. If I want to add another option, I can add that in. If I want to take out an option, just hit the red button here. That would remove it. In the premium accounts, you're allowed up to 10 specializations and 10 services. So with the services, the same goes. The green helps you add, and the red here will help you remove. So I encourage you to, completely, fully, complete this profile area, because the more information you have, it's easier for your client to learn more about you. So in this area, this is where you would add the geo-farming locations. And this is a very powerful feature that I feel everyone should be making use of. So you would start off with the province or the state. Then you would, focus in on the city that you work in and that you're very active in. And then you can go ahead and select more. So say if I wanted to add an additional area or even a neighborhood in here, I can go ahead and start adding that neighborhood by clicking the plus sign. With the premium plan, again, you're allowed up to 10. So you have 1 to start off with and 9 additional within here that can be added. Highly encourage you to make use of that. The next thing is awards. I mean, we certainly, the public loves to hear about the awards that you've received, and I think agents also like to share that. So what you'd want to do is have a screenshot of the award that you just won, be it like the franchise awards that you just won for the year, and then you would just find the photograph. So you would have a screenshot. Generally, a square works well. Add a description, and then click save. So that's how you would add awards, and make sure you click the update profile button here on the right-hand side to save all those changes. So, I think it makes sense at this point for us to perhaps go visit someone's profile that, has done a great job. Pascal, what do you feel like? Is anyone top of mind that you feel has done a great profile?
Yeah, I mentioned her last time, but Alina Levin did have a really filled out profile, and even from last presentation, there's been a lot of updates and whatnot. So yeah, she has a very completed profile. Alina.
And can you, Alina? Okay, perfect. Alina.
Yeah, Levin.
Oh yeah, perfect. Okay. Okay, so here we are at Alina's profile. I see the featured review. I see her video here, which looks pretty awesome, and the beautiful background as well, And then here we are with her bio and the services that she offers. And it's wonderful to see that she's adding photographs as well, because by adding photographs to your published reviews, you're adding another feel of type of inventory that you work with. We will show you how to do this, but yes, I think that Alina's done a wonderful job with her profile. I encourage all of you to make sure that these elements are there. I noticed that she's added the areas as well. So now, if I was new and I was looking for a home here, I would certainly understand what her expertise is. Okay, so let's go back into the RankMyAgent dashboard. And the next thing we should do is, now that the profile is all ready, is to learn how to request reviews. So click on this yellow button here, request review. What you would want to do is start typing in the email address of the client that you just formed up the deal with. So if I start typing in an email address, and if that email address is not in my contact list, you'll see that it'll get a message, or it is not found in your contact list, continue with email or add the contact. If you add the contact, it just makes it much, much easier to reach out to this person again if needed, if they're repeat clients, or if you need to follow up regarding that review request. So I encourage you to do that. Also, it makes it simpler for them to write that survey for you. So I'm going to hit the save button here. As you'll see, that email address dropped down in the blue, so I know that it's being added. By the way, if you want to add more than one, client at a time, certainly go ahead and you can do that. So feel free to add more than one client. But I think that sometimes, it's nice to get a personalized email, just reminding them of the relationship and, why you may have had some conversations with them during the whole process of how you'll, want that review, and there could be some, personal touch points as well that would be useful. So now with RankMyAgent, it does come with one default template. However, we have many templates for you that you could use. And after this webinar, our team will be sending you the bundle of templates. These templates basically are for every single scenario that you may have with your client. For example, say if it's a client and it was many years after the deal is closed, but now you're requesting a review. Well, maybe, that template of what you would ask would be a little bit different. And just for some inspiration, we have that template for you. Maybe you're transferring reviews from another platform and you needed some inspiration on that. So just what you would do is copy the template over. I'm going to copy this over. And then I'm going to head back into RankMyAgent. Actually, you know what? As I'm on this page right now, let me just finish sending the default review request. So this is the default review request. And you can send a copy to yourself and click send request. So that's how it's sent out. You must have noticed the green notification on top. But let's talk about these templates. So the templates are located under My Account Review Template. To create a new one, all you do is create new, and I'm gonna put a title here, subject need your help. And then I would take the template that I just copied over. I would make sure that the spacing is okay. Make sure that you don't touch this code, as this is what links to your unique survey. You don't want to touch the code, but anything else, and feel free to add more things as you feel as you may need, and then hit create. So that's going to create that template. So next time when I go to request a review, you'll see the new template that I just added is right. That will just make it really easy for you to send it out. So now, you have sent out a review request. You're anticipating, you're waiting for when that review will actually come in. So I encourage you to go over to My Account Review Stats. So this is where you can see what has happened to the review request that you sent out. So this is the one that I just sent out. It's been delivered. It's not been viewed. The survey has not been started, and the survey has not been completed. I can even resend the request in 6 days after sending it out by just one click. So I'm going to do that here. This is the request that was resent. It will have on the subject reminder on it, and it's the same email that was sent out. I want to show you what the email looks like. So let's look at the one that I just sent over. This is the standard one. You'll notice a couple of things. It's it has Lori's photograph, her office details, and it looks as if it's coming from, Lori. So that's the survey, and this is how you request those reviews and track them. Now, I do want to add that we are coming to the end of the year, and you may have many surveys here that potentially have not been completed. It says no here. If you need our team to quickly send you an Excel sheet with all the ones that you may have to follow up with, send us a note at support@rankmyagent.com, and we would be happy to get our tech folks to just kind of give you that information. So it's very easy for you to follow up with these clients. Sometimes they kind of need that nudge just to be reminded, because life does get busy. So at this point, let's take a step back and talk about the client's journey, because the client's journey, of course, is so important. And they're doing all the efforts of writing this review. So Pascal, you want to walk through that process with everyone?
Yes, definitely. Thanks, Rudy. So I'll just be going through the client journey. Rudy, yeah. Thanks. So as Rudy was showing with the review request, there are two ways that your client can access your direct survey link, which one is either requesting that review by getting that email and clicking that link to go to your direct survey link. The other way is by Google searching you or finding your profile on RankMyAgent. There's a write a review on your profile that anyone can write a review on. They click on that survey to start. And as step 3 says, they fill it out. We have all these required fields, and they just submit it. Once your client has submitted their review, they do get an email in their inbox, and we ask them to verify their email address just to make sure that reviewers who are writing are legitimate and that we can verify that email address that was sent in. Step 5 is part of if you have that Google integration that Rudy has talked about a bit with us. Basically, when they click on that link to verify their review, they're sent to a landing page where their testimonial is ready to be copy and paste over to your Google page or your LinkedIn. Again, this is a manual integration. Rudy will go more into what it looks like so that everyone has a bit more context of what that looks like. But yeah, again, we try to streamline the process, be very easy for your clients as they write a review for you. And then finally, when the review is published, so once it's gone through our review process, they are notified that their review is live. And also when you respond to reviews, which we will also get into.
Thank you so much, Pascal. And if you want to tell them more about the survey, what are the metrics and so on?
Yeah, so we have 7 questions that are tailor-made to the real estate experience. So there is neighborhood knowledge, experience, negotiation, I believe. Yeah, they're all fit with little questions for your clients to, give a ranking as to what their, how they would rank their experience with you in terms of these metrics.
We also have this 5-star quick rate. So if they're in a rush, just with 1 check mark, all of these stars would move to the right. I believe it was earlier last year that we had changed from sliders to these stars, yes. So that makes it much easier for the clients, to proceed ahead. So here's the second part of the survey. If they got value from the transaction, if they would use your services again, this is a really good gauge on, who are your strongest opponents, who are the people that are going to send you referrals. So, not only are these reviews good for generating more business, and we know they generate more business, but these insights on how you can hone your business, what you can do to get better is always really good insights to take in and see. So certainly encourage you to look at that data and use that into your business processes. And then there's some transaction details. Now, if you use that contact, the contact list, when you sent out the review request, there was a field to put in the first name, last name. This would be automatically, there's a page here. This would be pre-filled already for the client. So that's going to save them time. So the first name, last name, and email address would be pre-filled. That's why I actually encourage you to use that contact list, because it's going to save them the time And all they have to do is click the checkbox here and click submit. Once they submit, they will get an email. The email will come into their inbox, and it's basically going to be verify your review, because we want to make sure it's actually real people that are writing these reviews, and want to make sure that that's the case. And then they would click, and that's it. That's all they have to do on their part. And then you would receive an email. The email would come right into your inbox, letting you know that a review has come for you. And then you would take the next actions on it. And that's how a review makes itself on RankMyAgent. So it is a moderated platform that you are seeing everything before it goes live. And we do follow our review guidelines quite closely. So, for the next part of the presentation, well, Pascal, thank you so much for sharing for the surveys and so on. So I really appreciate that. And you're going to hear more from Pascal regarding what you can do with those reviews, how you can make them beautiful to fit your branding. But at this point, I want to get into generating more business with reviews. First part of this is the geo-farming, and then displaying reviews on Realtor.ca. Then we'll walk you through the other steps here. So, I had mentioned to you that geo-farming is really important. There's a couple of ways to geo-farm. The very first way is through your edit profile. There's those 10 areas that you're allowed. Based on those areas and what you've told us, that's how you will be displaying on RankMyAgent when people search for you by a city. So we have a couple of filters here that sorts agents based on trending, top reviewed locally, top reviewed. So this basically is, that component kind of makes up how you would be searchable on this area. And also the other part of the algorithm has to do with where the review came from. So that neighborhood address, that also dictates how you would show up, for example, in top reviewed locally. In trending, we look at the last 90 days and see who's got more reviews from that area over the last 90 days. And that's how, they come from the search results. And then, of course, right on top, we have some help services. So based on the transactions that you already have, the reviews you already have, what type of service was offered, and the type of professional. So that's how the search works. There's the geo-farming bit, the geo-farming when a review goes live. So Pascal, maybe you want to walk them through the geo-farming bit. I'll pull out the browser.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. So for any review that is published on your RankMyAgent account, you will go to the My Account Reviews page. And when you scroll down, there's going to be an option, or there will be the little location on the left-hand side. Reedy will probably have to, right here. And so if you click on this link, it will be probably blank for you, but this is how you can add in the location of the review. We do it by city, and you can also do neighborhoods. Say if you have a neighborhood that's not listed on the list, please send us an email at support@RankMyAgent, and we'll quickly add that in for you and save that to your profile.
So that's also something for you to review. If any of your reviews are missing this field, this is a great one to get this organized. It's really going to help you in the next year with those results. So you'll see something like this application if you don't have that location. Okay, thanks, Pascal. So let's now talk about the Realtor.ca integration. We have a really interesting, a very neat integration with Realtor.ca with Korea, in which you can display your reviews on your Realtor.ca profiles. We do know that Realtor.ca is the fastest, is the most trafficked site for real estate in Canada, and you certainly want to get this all set up. So let me just actually walk you through that process. I'm going to open up my browser here. What you need to do is head over to member.realtor.ca. once you have logged in using your board ID, you would head over to update my profile, which is found under my profile. And what you would do is head over to RankMyAgent. What you want to grab your RankMyAgent ID. So let me show you where that is. So right on the left-hand side here, you'll see that Lori has her ID here. Now I'm going to go on to my tab with the Realtor.ca, and I'm going to paste in my ID. And the next step is basically link to my Realtor.ca profile, and there are going to be some terms. You would click yes. And within 45 minutes, you will see all your reviews from RankMyAgent onto Realtor.ca on your active listings. I encourage you to do this today. Like, don't even wait for when you get your first review. Just get your systems in order. And this is something that's really going to help you. Can you imagine, like, when you have open houses and you see, you have your listing, and all of a sudden you see stars next to your name, and people leave with that, that sheet. Later, they may be curious, like, it's going to help build trust to have, on your profiles and active listings, the stars and those reviews. Certainly the stories told by actual clients, have so much trust in them. Okay. So, I wanted to talk more about our Twitter integration. The Twitter integration is very easy to set up. All you need to do is head over to edit profile. So I'm going to head over back to my account, edit profile. So any review that is 4+ will automatically be shared onto your Twitter business feeds. For you to do that is right on the bottom, connect to Twitter, just click on connect with Twitter. You would authorize the RankMyAgent app. And what I love about this is that it is hashtagged with the area that you farm. So that's very good as potential people who maybe are not your clients, like, just will give this, you'll be able to reach out to them, and they your review would be shared. So here's the example. The review is shared for Dusko here, and it has a badge, or it would have your photograph, and then it links to that review itself so people can read more. The other integration we have is with Google reviews appearing on the RankMyAgent profile. So these reviews are automatically updated. And as you gather new Google reviews, they have an area on RankMyAgent that they sit within the profile. So I believe that Ben's profile has that. So let's head over to Ben, and right in the bottom of his profile page, you'll see Google reviews powered by Google, and you can see that these are the latest reviews that he's received on Google. They do sit on their own area. They do not account for RankMyAgent reviews, as our reviews are more real estate focused and just more verified. But that's another option for potential clients. And just by clicking on the link here, a client can go in here and also read more. Perfect. So let's move on with the integration. The integration, I think that it certainly has generated quite a bit of interest about how do you take those RankMyAgent reviews? How do I get them on LinkedIn? How do I get them onto Google? Well, with the integration, basically what happens is that once the client finishes writing the review, they get one email, verify your review. They would click on this link here, and that would take them to this page. Within this landing page, they have the whole review that they wrote for you. They would click copy here, and they would hit either Google or LinkedIn, and then a pop-up would appear. The pop-up appears with the Google, if they chose Google, and then they would just play with the right cursor, just click paste and post it. So that's all that's required from your client's part in order to publish this review on Google as well. And it's a simple integration. I'll show you what the integration is, but this is what the public whole processes. On with the presentation now and see where we are. So the same process works with LinkedIn. They would get that landing page, and then they would basically be able to send that review out to LinkedIn. So LinkedIn certainly is one of those growing places that you want to have some reviews on as well. One further opportunity is given to them when the review goes live. The client is notified that the review is live, and then there's a link here about share this review on Google, share this review on LinkedIn. So that's one more opportunity for them if they haven't, if you haven't been able to get them to do it at that point. So that's the Google integration. How do you do this integration? Well, basically you head over to your edit profile. So I'm going to get into my dashboard again. And once I'm in my dashboard, there's the edit profile. And right in the bottom, in the middle bottom, you will see Amplify your reviews for Google. And what you want to do is click on the Learn More. This Learn More basically has a short video to watch on how to do this. But basically, what you want to do is grab your URL from Google. So once you're logged in, you want to grab that URL. And once you grab it, you want to paste it onto your edit profile. If anyone wants us to test the Google integration, if they're concerned, maybe it's not set up properly, send us a note and we can certainly get that tested out for you to ensure that everything is working as you expect. And same goes with LinkedIn. So the LinkedIn area is right in this area, and you follow the FAQ that's attached here. It's just about getting the name and the whole way that it's written here, getting that right, and then the integration would work. Okay, so I see that we have about 10 minutes left, and I want to definitely get into our case studies as well. So let's, before case studies, get into what you can do with graphics and how you can make graphics fit your brand. Pascal.
Yes, I'll try to speed through this as fast as possible. But if anyone has any questions about what I talk about, you can just send us an email. I'll be happy to talk more into detail about this. But what I'll be talking about is more personalization and whatnot, because it's an online space. There's ways to set yourself apart when potential clients are looking for you. So the first thing that we have is shareable, downloadable graphics, as Rudy is showing. So whenever a review goes live, you're sent an email, and it also has a link there where you can download this graphic. So basically it's your testimonial, your ranking put into a PNG image. Rudy, you can also go to the page and show them. If, say, you missed the email, you can always go to my account reviews.
My account, get into your reviews.
Yes. So similar to how we put the geolocations, you find a review that you want to download. In that options, so there's the three little dots right there. There's that download graphic. And you might wonder, what can you use this for? So these are easily customizable to fit your brand and whatnot. They're also really great for listing presentations if you need something really quick to go. They're a PNG image, so you can quickly put them on any type of document. Adding photos, that's the next thing in terms of personalization. So again, on your reviews page, you can go and there's one that says manage photo. You can add in a JPEG or a PNG image. We recommend putting any branding, any pictures of the houses if your clients are okay with that, just to personalize the review, make them feel a little bit more human. And when you download your graphic, it also comes with that image too. And then finally, responding to reviews. So we really highly encourage you to respond back to the reviews because potential clients are looking at how you respond back to feedback. So whether that's positive or negative, you're able to put your comments live with your review that's published. So yeah, it just helps you set yourself apart and also shows off your professionalism. So we highly recommend, if you haven't been responding to your reviews, certainly do that. Your clients are also getting a notification that you replied. So I'm sure that they'll also really appreciate that too. So this is going back to downloadable, shareable graphics, where you can download them as a PNG. You can use any type of photo editor I'm using Canva because Canva is free, but this should apply to Photoshop and whatnot. So what's great about Canva is not only is it free to use, Canva also has different templates that are ready to go. So as you can see on my screen here, there are templates for Facebook posts, Instagram stories, and whatnot. I'm just going to show you a quick example of how to use Canva with these graphics. But the first thing that you'll want to do is go to the uploads folder right here. You'll want to upload that download graphic that you have in your computer. And as you can just add it onto this canvas. I'm just going to show you some quick examples of what I have done with the standard basic Canva version. But yeah, definitely this is great for social media in terms of if you want to take your review graphic to the next level or put your own branding on top of it. Things that are really helpful in terms of Canva is the elements bar, which has photos and graphics and whatnot. There's a text option, obviously. And then something else that's really handy is the design. So say if you need some inspiration or not really sure what to do with your review graphic, I would highly recommend you to try and put in like review, for example, and see the different type of templates that Canva has created. And you can just use that to your own. Last tip, Instagram stories. So this is also part of a template that you can use with Canva. However, why I'm mentioning this is because stories on Instagram are able to be linked. So this is really great for engagement, especially on social media, if you want to have a nice graphic, but also have it linked to your RankMyAgent account. So you can link it back to that review. And so, you know, people who are looking at your social media can click on your stories and then they can just swipe up really quickly and read your reviews there.
Great suggestion, Pascal. You know, it's wonderful. Imagine if, you know, with those Instagram stories, you go link back into your profile and your profile already has so many reviews. The trust that is built out of that, I think that's priceless. Certainly better than any marketing dollars that could be spent anywhere. Okay, so, you know, I'm going to actually share my screen now and get to the last bit of this presentation, which is more about case studies and just inspiration for you to, you know, basically take your reviews to the next level. Okay, so let's get into that component with some online review strategies. Okay, so if you know, your listing presentations, they come up very, very fast, and you certainly do want to share you know, your reviews onto the listing presentations. So this is some inspiration from Dave Elfasy from Toronto, where he basically is encouraging his potential clients to visit the third-party site, go to RankMyAgent, but here is just some flavor of some of the reviews he has received on the platform. So this is something that I think that, of course, every listing presentation needs. It needs testimonials, and you do want to link to third-party sites such as ours. And then, so that's the first example. The second part is your own website. I mean, your website, ideally, I believe, in the homepage should have some reference to reviews because the reviews, of course, are so powerful. And I love how Dave is also telling his potential clients that come to his website, visit, find out more about him on RankMyAgent. So read those reviews, but also view the YouTube videos, the testimonials on that space as well. Because the more people, you know, hear and read about Dave, the more, you know, they would want to work with him. So I encourage you, if you're looking for inspiration for your website for the new year, do add then the review component. And then with office sites, I want to show you that you can also integrate reviews onto office sites. So here's an example where right on the homepage of DFH, based out of Victoria, you'll see that there's a rotating, you know, little banner here that runs through all the RankMyAgent reviews. So if you are in office wanting this integration, wanting this sort of feature, let us know. We can certainly give you that API. Here's some examples of taking reviews offline and then back online. So Simon Hunt just sold a home, and then basically he has the sale sign, but under that he has check out my reviews on RankMyAgent. So he does that to take clients back onto the online space where his trusted reviews are. And then, this is how more people will find out about him. Some Instagram examples. Pascal walked you through how to make these graphics, but here's some examples of what agents are doing. Some more examples. So certainly you don't want to share the reviews everywhere as part of the sales cycle. So every time you do gather a review, definitely add that onto your list to also amplify them. Reviews can also be shared on the office space. I love this, how River City has shared reviews are the best compliments. We all know that production is great and, the dollar figures are wonderful, but that client experience also needs to be humanized, and that also has to be shared. So those stories are, from real clients. So I love how they find, it's important for them as an organization to share that. Let's show you the Instagram examples. So here's some Instagram examples. So this is from the awards. So last year was our inaugural year for the RankMyAgent Awards, the ROAR Awards. And we have, I guess, about 16 more days left for this year's. But this is how agents were sharing earlier this year. And we are expecting in the first week of January to release the winners as well. So I'm really excited for the new rounds as well coming up. Some more examples. You can take your reviews, you can take, what you've done, and then you can potentially run an ad in the postal code, zip codes that you recently had sold in. So all of a sudden now, more people in that area get to find out more about you. And I would encourage you to maybe run something like this where, Taylor is directing people to his profile on RankMyAgent. Also, I love the feel of having the happy buyer and seller tied in with the testimonial, with the branding of third party, because I think that really does add a lot of value. So, that's could be some inspiration that you want to add into your, your social media that you're working on. If you are wondering how do you go from 0 reviews to maybe 50 reviews in the next little bit, running a contest is a great idea. So you could run a contest for, an Amazon gift card or some sort of giveaway, such as what Jeff and Bobby did here with the Ottawa Fall Home Show. Anyone who wrote a review for them got entered into the draw. So I would encourage you to come up with creative ideas around how you can basically encourage those clients, even those appreciation dinners and those get-togethers during Christmas time. If you want to have a little booth set up with a laptop, potentially that could also work out. I've heard some agents have a lot of success with that. Okay, so we talked about SEO. I want to show you what I mean by the SEO power of reviews. So I basically Googled this team that has an account with RankMyAgent, and you'll see how right away after their website, the RankMyAgent page is coming. And you'll see the orange stars because they have reviews. And then on the right-hand side, you'll see reviews from the web, and you are going to see over time, the RankMyAgent appearing. Same goes here on the right-hand side, the reviews from the web. And that's something organic that over time will show, but that's the SEO power. You can run ads with your account as well. So here's some ads in this example. Basically, Thomas is encouraging people to go to his third-party site to find out some more examples of those awards and how people are promoting them across the web. Okay, so 2022 awards, our deadline is coming up December 31st, and we have a couple of categories. We have top 100 real estate agents in Canada. We have top 50 real estate teams in Canada. We have best of city awards of each city. And with the City Awards, we will be awarding up to 1 to 10 winners, depending on the size of the city. So I really encourage you to, definitely get those reviews in, make sure that you can get them in the next little while. We do have some days left here, and I think it really helps with the marketing efforts leading into the new year as well. It's great to start off with that. We also are going to be introducing awards in the US as well, so that's also coming up this year. Okay, so that's getting the best reviews. I mean, I think you're here today because you do provide phenomenal customer service. So, always start off with that. And then make it easy for your clients to leave reviews. So that means reminders and email signatures, put something in there onto your website, onto your social media. So you want to make it known that, you do collect reviews. They're important to your business. And then make sure you leverage your past client list. I would tell you to maybe take your client list, number them 1 to 3, with 1 as the most loyal people who will write a review for you that have not been in a review for you. And then for that transaction, then go ahead and ask those guys first. Always plant the seed early. So you've planted the seed at the listing presentation when you have shown them that listing presentation with the testimonials. Then you're showing homes maybe, or you're working with them in conversation. You talk about reviews and how important they are. And then as soon as you reach that important milestone of firming a transaction, you do send out the review requests. And, that's how you build it into your system. A follow-up after closing. So definitely follow up with them if you haven't had firm time, to request that review. And then definitely listen to their feedback, thank them for, providing you that feedback. Make sure you respond to the review on RankMyAgent. And then I want to leave you with use the industry-specific review platforms, because certainly when reviews of volume are written by people that have actually completed deals, that builds a lot of trust versus just, everything for anyone and then everyone. So want to wrap up with some steps to winning 2023 and beyond. Set up your RankMyAgent profile and optimize it if you haven't had a chance to do that already. Display your reviews on your brand site. Integrate them into your CRM systems and request reviews each and every time, and share those review graphics everywhere. So want to open up for 2 questions at this point, see if anything else has come in. Yes. So if anyone is looking to move on to upgrade to premium services, we do have a Boxing Day special coming up, and we will actually definitely send out an email with instructions on that. It is our best deal of the year, so certainly if you're looking for that, it's coming in your inbox tomorrow, so look out for that. And I just want to end off with thank you so much for your support over the years. I am truly grateful. Our entire team certainly is very blessed to have you guys as our partners in building this platform and helping build trust for the public. So heartfelt thank you to all of you. Wishing you all the very best for the holidays. Stay well, and we look forward to reconnecting with you guys in the new year. Thank you.